Good morning, everyone. 8Bits here with what day is it? It's a Saturday. Happy Saturday. And Brent, good morning. You've been traveling around this morning between streams. Right? Hi, Sophie. Yes, and thank you for the follow. All right. So, how's everybody's week been? Mine has been a little crazy. Lots going on with work. And outside of work, I've been playing No Man's Sky. I've been doing Cult of the Lamb. All the good stuff, right? RSB, yes. Yeah. Welcome in. I see you all over too. And what else came out? All right, so No Man's Sky this week has come out with a new expedition, so they have new content, right? And I like the new content. I do. Why? Because one, I know it's being the new content is being used to live test stuff for the game Light No Fire, but it expands No Man's Sky for the ability to do stuff on the planet, which is what Light No Fire is, right? So a couple, I forget how many expeditions ago, they added stuff like fishing and different stuff you could do in the oceans. There's now lots of content inside there. Now you're able to expand and build stuff for your base. And befriend all the Twitch devs. Yes. And yeah, you can expand your base. You'll be able to start like going out and doing missions and that kind of stuff, which you can already sort of do if you go and purchase a base or find one to take over in No Man's Sky, and you can do missions from your fleet. Can I help you? You have to wait. You don't just get one because I start stream. No, you have to wait. Somebody is a little anxious this morning here. She knows what stream time means, right? So outside of No Man's Sky, I've been playing Cult of the Lamb because I picked up the newer DLC for that, right? So it came out like a couple weeks ago, and I finally got it, and I was like, oh, I need to play it. And this is what she's been waiting for. Sophie Treat. Thank you, Brent. She appreciates it as always. Gets a little excited sometimes for it, but you know. She appreciates it. All right. What else has been going on? So anybody have some game news they want to chat about? Today is Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure that's everywhere. I gave something really small to Jeepin before she went to work, just so she was in a good mood for the day. And we're gonna do a small little dinner, probably just hang out and watch some like a movie or something tonight. And I got a couple little things for her. You were watching I'm just gonna call you ASAP. How's that? You were watching ASAP play Valheim. I love Valheim. Right? I think I still have it. It might be ending this month, but I had a Valheim server. But you know, nobody's really playing it, so I'm going to be closing it. I love Valheim. I really hope they're continuing to build and move along with biome, is it 9 now? No, that would be 8. Biome 8, I think, is the North Sea, or the deep north. The deep north. Yeah. So I really hope they're continuing and working on that, and we're gonna start to see something here this year. You played Diablo 2 earlier because your wife asked you to. Nice. Diablo 2 is a good one. Oh, we need some music here. It's probably going to come out loud. There we go. But I enjoy Valheim, right? Ashlands, everything. It's fun. I like the building in it. It's a good game. And like I said, I really hope they don't stall out. Yeah. So, oh, you're just about to hit Mistlands? Excellent. Mistlands, I didn't like much because I don't like the mist, but it was still fun. It's still a good area, right? Like I said, I enjoy the building in it. I did at one point want to get into some of the modding with it. No spoilers? Oh, okay. Is this your first playthrough? It is. Okay, I won't spoil anything. You'll enjoy it. It's a interesting and fun environment. Right. I did get into modding Valheim at one point for a little while. And I had like mounts. I had flying mounts so you could fly like little dragons, new weapons and all kinds of fun stuff into it. And I was trying to work on NPCs, and I was going to try to make it so you could have quests. But I got distracted, and nobody else, like at the time, the people I was messing around with and playing the game with, nobody was interested. So I was like, all right, it's not worth it. All right, what else? What else is going on? Jeep and I started watching Star Trek The Next Generation, just for something to watch, right? So we're still on season 1, rewatching all that. That's such a good one. We're trying to watch maybe an episode a night, right? After we do everything, we get offline, we go and relax, watch an episode, and then it's usually bedtime. And good morning, Panuch. How you doing today? Come here, Soph. Sophie treat. Oh, the camera's not even working right. All right, let me fix the camera here. I noticed that after I gave it to her, it was facing down. So this camera has a magnetic mount, and it's the same camera that I take off of my computer, give to Jeepin, so that she can attach to the birdcage during her cooking streams. And then sometimes I forget to put it back where it needs to be. We're just hanging out and chatting a little bit before we get started on some game dev stuff. We're talking about different games that we've been playing this week. You can see Arwen now, better now with the new cam. Nice. Yeah. She likes it. She likes to get up right into it and, poke it a little bit, but, it's fine. So, Panuch, what games have you been playing this week? I was talking about I've been doing No Man's Sky because of the expedition, and right now they have drops that are they get 5 different drops every day, and then it switches, and you have a new set of games or a new set of drops that day, right? And I've been playing Cult of the Lamb. I haven't been playing Sons of Force. I do have it though. We have a server for it. So I've been telling JP, like, we need to just push through it. Like, we started it not too long ago. We need to get into it, push through it, see if anybody wants to help, and just run through it so we can finish the game, like play through that game, especially knowing that number 3 is going to be coming out. And is that coming out this year in the fall? I think so, right? What else? I think that's kind of it. All right, let me know if that audio is a bit loud for the music. And Jeepin, good morning. All right, we're gonna. I don't think there is anything else. Oh, I know what we need to do though. Web whiteboard. All right, let me adjust that music. I feel like it's loud. Brent, you've been trying to test your game, but you seem bad at your own game and keep dying. I mean, is it a bad thing? Right? All right, here is the web whiteboard for today. Right? And remember, you can get in here, you can draw stuff, you can do whatever, just, you know, keep it within term of service, right? There. And then we'll just pin that, and you can access the web whiteboard pretty much anytime, right? You can come in here and draw, do whatever. New Jank, how are you doing? I haven't made it by lately. I know. It's been busy. Work's been busy. Not able to catch as many streams lately. Not too bad, not too bad. How are things with the game? Any new updates? Okay, maybe that's at least I know it's not just me missing it. I'm like, I haven't been able to see it. It's not there. Okay. I feel better. You've been dealing with ice storms. Ugh. That's no good. Today, last night, it rained. And it's a little chilly today. But outside of that, we didn't really get a lot of snow at all this year. We're actually low in snow. And, no real ice or any of that stuff here, right? We're in a high elevation, so it can get icy, but yeah, even the ski slopes are suffering a little bit this year. I wish you had known. You would have sent some of ours. I know, I did. I tried to order some snow, but I ordered it off of Wish, and it didn't arrive here. It went somewhere else. So, you know, I'm sorry about that. You probably got my order of snow, and I apologize. I know some of it ended up in Canada, some of it ended up in everywhere else, right? You canceled it. That's probably what happened. Yeah. That would explain it. Yeah, I know. Yep. I try to order snow every year, and it just it didn't work, right? So, looking at my list here, right, I do see a game coming out in about 5 days that I am actually interested in. So if you've never played Styx, right? Styx has 2 other games out. They have whatever, Master Blades or something. They got 2 games, right? They're older, and they are having game number 3 come out in about 5 days. It's, how's the best way to put it? It's like playing Assassin's Creed style, but you're playing a goblin. You have the first 2 Styx games, but you haven't played them. Nice. Yeah, this new one's coming out. And we're going to watch this trailer here real quick. Oh, hold on. Let me fix the... Let's watch it on YouTube maybe, and then I can do... Stop. Theater mode. All right. Let me pause that music.
I bet you think I'm here for the gold and jewels, right? Well, you'd be dead wrong. I'm here for the quartz. It's okay. I got you, pal. We're gonna do big things together. Just you and me. Search everywhere! Those dirty Inquisition are like cockroaches. Always in the wrong place.
I like this series. Yeah, it does look pretty good, right?
Looks like I get to do a little pest control. Kill that green bastard!
The first 2 were pretty good. I haven't, well, I only played a little bit of the second one. It's definitely like a little gobby boy assassin. Exactly, right? That's it. It's a Assassin's Creed, but you get to play as a goblin, right? Not related games. It's just the gameplay. But it's really good. You have a lot of, like, you have some parkour stuff. You got to sneak around. You get to be an assassin. It's excellent. So it's a lot of fun. And that comes out in a couple of days here on the 19th. All right. Parkour. Yes, it's got parkour. All right. Switch over here. Our game screen. What is going on here? Where is the browser? There we go. All right. So, where are we at with my game? Well, I did not put a lot of time into it this week. When I did have free time, I was playing No Man's Sky because of the new expedition. I was playing Call to the Lamb, right? And that reminds me, we need to try to get on and get ourselves through the Son of the Forest, so that we can finish off that one, right? Anyways, whoops. And there we go. All right. So this is the game. Why does it look weird too? Let's move that. There we are. All right. Top-down shooter style, right? You get to go around. You collect essence from the enemies that you drop. At the end of last week, got it so that we have levels on the enemies, right? So now they all say their level right now, so I can see it. And then when you're done, you'll have a direction to choose based upon where you are in the grid system, right? So let me did I not? Oh, hold on. I think I did. Hold on. I moved the picture. I was like, where is the picture? Let's open this here. There we are. All right, so this is the grid room, right? One of the things that Neri helped me with was to get the array set right. Right? So that was... Let me move that. Room grid. This was the array that we needed, right? This was the old one. This is... Oh, you can't see it. This was the old array that I was doing for it. And now we have the new, more compact one. But this is represented here by my little, commented grid. And we're starting currently in the bottom room right here. So the idea behind it is this is where you start and you're going to work your way through. And based upon where you are when you defeat the enemies will determine what portals show up to make you, choose where you go, right? So if I'm in the bottom corner, you only have up or to the right. And start it again. Come on, OBS. All right. So you start, right? Right now I have it set so there's like 50 something enemies when you start, but they're all level 1s. You can wander around. You'll be able to pick up these essence stones. You're not really sure what they're going to be for yet, but they're there. All right. And when you defeat them all, it automatically collects all the essence stones. They go up to the corner like it's a magnet, pulling them all. And now we have our 2 portals, right? Temporary looks, but that's going to be it. So we'll go to the left. It takes you into the menu, and this is the person that's helping you try to escape. So there'll be some stuff there for them. But you now get to choose a new weapon, right? You get up to 4. So, he does look happy, right? He's like, I'm helping. He's a happy little guy. Probably going to be a goblin, but, he's happy. But, nothing comes free. So even though he's helping you, he's like, hey, I'm going to help you escape because I don't feel the experiments done on you are proper, right? But I need, compensated for my time because, I can't just do it for free. So he's like, I need something for it, right? I need you to collect these essence stones and give it to me, and then I'll give you an item for it. So that's where that's going to come from, right? And you'll be able to buy them based upon the number of essence stones you have. Can I help you? Did you get your head put into my wires? That's not a good idea. I see that. You moved the camera. You did all kinds of stuff, Sophie. All right. So, you get to pick a weapon, right? So you have ranged weapons. You have melee weapons. So we're going to pick like a frying pan, right? So now we bought it. It used up our essence stone, and we can go to the next round. And now we have 2 weapons. Right? So you'll have your ranged ones. You're going to have some melee style ones. And my frying pan kind of looks like a tennis racket at the same time. Not really sure how to fix that. Yeah, she's being Sophie. She's wants stuff this morning. She's already had 2. Yes, you have. She's got to wait. All right. So now comes the fun part, Brent. You've hit your XP to the next level. You now get, so you have a new level point, right? When that happens, you, at the end of the round, you are now able to use this button, which is going to be for skill points, and you can go and do the skill system, right? And now we're in here. And this skill tree engine system is designed by Brent, and it's awesome so far, right? I like it. Now that I understand it. I was confused at first. I was like, what? But you'll be able to hover over what these do, like this, and it's going to tell you what they are up here or somewhere over on the side, and we can choose it. So the first one is increase HP by 10. Once you choose that, you go up. You are now at 110 HP, and it's good stuff. You are in the process of making a new update as well. So when you have a large tree, you're implementing the zooming in and out. Excellent. I think that's cool. I'm not gonna have a large tree. It won't even probably pass this one page. I'll probably have 1, 2, couple here, maybe one more row of them, or maybe some that'll branch off of this, right? So maybe like 2 over here, 2 up here, and 2 over here, somewhere like that. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. So then once you pick your skill, you can go back, right? And you have to pick your direction. So now that we're one step over, it shows us 3 directions that we can go, right? You can't go down, so you know you're on like an outside row on the bottom, but now you can go up, right? So you're back, you have essence stones you've collected. You're like, oh, this is great. Let's grab another pistol. Then you hit next round, and you come in. And now it also is a varied number of enemies. And the enemies are going to start to scale based upon the player's level. Right? So we collect all the essence stones, and we're good, right? So now we went up 1, so now we can go down 1 if we want, or we have 4 directions. So that's it so far. We're doing pretty good, I think, right? I mean, I think so. All right, let me resize my game window here. GameMaker. All right, that should be all right. And let's move this. I don't know. Let's put it here for right now, right? All right. Today, what do we want to work on? Well, we need a couple like items. So we're gonna spend. Well, actually, let me just close that. We need. What do we have? We have like 4 items, right? Can't really see them, but we have a bomb, a grenade, a taco, and we have jello shots. So, how do we want to start this today? We have a couple things that I want to get done, right, this weekend. I want to make it so that when you go into the store, like into here, this changes some stuff, right? So I think I want the skill tree to also show up in here, like the button for it. So I think what we'll do is we'll take it and let's find my object. So what I'm thinking is when you're in the menu, you're always going to be able to look at your skills, whether or not you can upgrade at this time or not, right? So you're just going to have that button available to you. I think also maybe making it so that, where's my notepad? Also making it so that you can see what you're currently holding, right? Will be a good idea. Maybe some sort of loadout. And that way you can see whether you have like level 1 item, a level 2 item. I still have to add in what they do. So there's still a lot to do. All right, let's just delete that. Done with that. We do not need most of this stuff. Yeah, we don't need this. We can delete it and make it a empty page for our notes. And what's this one? No, this one can also go away. That's an empty page. And that was previous. All right. There we are. Yeah, there's still a decent amount of stuff. Item-wise, it's not going to be that much. I think it's really only going to be like 4 items, right? You're going to be able to pick up a bomb, use a grenade. Oh, turret. Turret. So let's make a quick sprite here. SBR turret. We'll make it look, I don't know. From like, what do we want? We'll give it like a little square. Give it some legs. Like a we'll make it like a tripod type stuff, right? There. That will be our turret for now. I don't know. It's fine. We'll really come in and design it in a little bit. We may have to look at one while we do it, but I do have Sprite open. Let me pull up the weapon sheet, and we can start trying to like maybe design them. Maybe put it over here. That'd be kind of neat. Figure it out. And Fonzie, good morning. How are you doing today? I hope you are having a good one. GP, you will be lurking because you have work to do. I appreciate the lurk. Hopefully the task goes quick. Every day you wake up and say a thankful little prayer. Excellent. You know, always be thankful you get to wake up another day, right? Homeless. You're late, homeless. Sophie treat though. She'll appreciate that. You're forgiven. She is all about the treats today. Right? Let's move that so you can see her. Her tongue is sticking out. There you go. Yeah, you and Homeless Junior went for a troll. I mean, what did the troll do to you? Why do you need to go after the troll? Oh, you're going for a stroll. Okay. I was like, you leave those trolls alone up there, right? They're not doing anything. They're just guarding the bridges. He looked at you funny. I mean, he does that, right? And it's not really his fault. His face is just kind of funny looking. I know. And it's funny how, like, once you start to get in game dev, you start meeting a lot of people, and then, like, it feels like a little small world with everyone, right? It is. I know some people that are from the local game dev group, so they, you know, around here, and one of them does stuff, chats with you a lot, Fuzzy. And then there's another one that hangs out in other people's streams that I see, and it's cool. It's neat to see everybody, like, connecting. It is. All right. So this is my terrible draft of a turret. Yes, it's a draft. Definitely a draft. But we have now a bomb. So this is the bomb. Also a draft. All the items are, right? So draft for a bomb. We have our grenade. We have the taco. We have our jello shot. And we just made the turret. We did. So, I just saw Twitch just randomly put a banner across somewhere. Said I hit my follower goal. So my goal was 460, and we just hit that. So excellent. Appreciate all the follows. So Twitch cleaned up my account, right? I had bots on it. And I was at 580, about 580 followers, right? But I had 120, 130 or so. What would that be? 160 almost bots that were on my account, right? Just hanging out. So they came through, they cleaned it up. They took me from the 500 and almost 580 all the way down to 420 in follower numbers. And that was at the beginning of this year. And so now I'm regrowing. And I'm now at 460. So slowly growing, right? But at least I know when they got rid of all the bots, that was my correct number for followers, right? Actual people. And they do that every now and then, right? They come through, they wipe out bots, they clean up accounts, that kind of stuff. All right. How do we want to do this? We have we're going to go into player items. And we're going to add a item for the turret. Kelvar, good morning. You are a bot. I know you're a bot. Twitch has tried, but it has not figured you out yet. I know. It's okay. You're an AI bot. You're smarter than the others. How is your morning going? Let's do turret, right? And then we're gonna say new player items. The type, the price. We're going to make it. There should not be a price, right? Let's make it 10. Homeless beep beep boop. Yes. You could be a bot. I'm not 100% sure. You're at least a handheld controller in the avatars. You're not one of the little bots that are running around in it, right? There are a couple like little bots that I have on here, and they are represented by the little robot looking guys. And then the Siri bot, which is my main one, is the bot running around with a gun.
Another happy landing.
Happy landing. Hello. Kelvar, good. How are things? Things are going well, right? Going well. I didn't get a whole lot of time during the week because I was busy doing other stuff, but we finalized the grid that we were working on last time here for the rooms. So that is now complete. And it got restructured from the way I was doing. I kept the old way, right? So this is how I was trying to make my grid. And with the help of Neri, I got it like this, right? So it's now structured better. The array is done properly, and we're good. Yeah. I also really like that hello there. I was like, that one's better. I can hear that one. Price. We have a cooldown. And we have our sprite. So this is sprite. Item. Oh, I see what I did. Sprite. Item turret. All right. So item. Turret. And the effect. We have none. Player items. There we go. Now we have 5 new items, or 5 items put in here. I still haven't figured out if I want to make it so that they cost something, or you just have to buy the weapons, and the items are given to you, but you only get to carry like 1. So I haven't figured that out yet. Let's take a moment. Let's check out our web whiteboard. And we have a whole scenario going on here. Look at this. If you... Oh, it went away, didn't it? Let me see if I can find that link here real quick. Let's pin that. Pin till the end of stream. That was probably my mistake. There we go. All right. If you like to draw and you want to come in here and draw things, then feel free. Right? You can click on the web whiteboard link at the top that is pinned. Come in here, draw, and yeah. Right? Because you can draw whatever you want as long as it's inside term of service. Right? This is cool. All right. Let's go back here and work on some stuff. So I think we do need... Let's put some items in here. All right, we have weapons. Let's put a couple things here, right? We're going to make... Why is that... There. So we want this, but we're going to put it here. And we'll say that's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That's going to be where we have our items. And for noun, just put it like that, right? What other items do you think would be helpful to a player, right? So we have a bomb, and the bomb is the player can place it. It has a countdown, and then it explodes, right? So maybe you're like, oh, I'm going to place this. You go and try to bring all the enemies that are following you onto you, like over top of the bomb, and then let it explode. We have a grenade where you're going to be able to throw it. And maybe we'll make it so the grenade has like a left press ability. So when you left press, you'll see the arc, like the throw zone of the bomb, or I mean of the grenade, and you're able to do that. We have a taco, which you get to consume and then go into a rage mode because the hot sauce on the taco. And then we have a Jello shot because we like Jello shots here. So you have a Jello shot. What happens is you consume the Jello shot and it goes into like drunk fight mode. So you take less damage during that time. And then we have a turret. You'll be able to place the turret, and when you place the turret, it will just do its thing. It'll auto target and fire. And I think the turret, like, I think some of them will be limited on how many times you can use it in a round. Right? I think that might be good. Yeah. All right. I think what we need to try to do, because right now, when you come in here, you only get weapons, right? Yeah, so we should try to fix that. So, I think we need a more of a store manager object, right? And I don't really... Let's go into here. Parent objects. No, not parent. Managers. We have a room manager, which really doesn't do much, right? It just opens, it controls the grid here, the function for it. Weapon visuals, game manager. So let's make, how about, call it system store manager, right? Let's give it a create a step, probably a draw. GUI. Our create. Let's make a mode. If we're in store mode, right, it's almost going to act like a state machine, right? What state am I in? But we're going to call it mode. Store mode equals weapons. I think what? Let's tell it. Let's get a GUI scale, right? Then Let's do... We'll set the... so it knows where, I guess. That's some stinkiness. That is. All right. We're currently grabbing these. So our object... place... Is it place card? No. Purchase card? That's it. All right. What just popped up? I see ads are going to start in about a minute, roughly. During that time, I am going to take a B rate back. I do need some more coffee. So, if you need more coffee, that would be a great time to get up and do that. Get up and stretch. Do what you need. And then we'll be able to go from there, right? All right. These are our purchase cards. This is the weapon name. All right. This first is going to... Let's make it so that in the room store, we have the name show up for weapons when it's the weapon cards. Right? That's what we're going to do here. Variable. Let's set our GUI scale X to equal GUI width divided by room width. Right? That should work because that is display get GUI width. That's what we want. And it's red because this is a macro. I already have that set up. GUI scale Y. This will be GUI height. Room height. There we go. All right, there are the ads. We're going to take a quick ad break, and I will be back in a few moments. I'm going to grab some coffee. Why don't everybody get up, stretch, do what you need to, and I will see you all soon. Hang tight. All right. I'm back. While getting my coffee, Arwen decided she wanted to be up. She didn't want to be covered anymore. She was starting to make a bunch of noise. So she is uncovered and then needed some food, which is probably why she wanted uncovered. And you are just following me around waiting for the next piece, aren't you? I know. Right. Let's talk coffee for a minute. I brought this over. Let's switch over so you can see this, right? I am doing drinking something called mushroom coffee. So I don't know if anybody else has done this stuff or tried it, right? But this is it. Right? It's mushroom coffee. It's got 4 different types plus regular coffee. So it's 1,000 milligrams per serving, right? So each one is like 250 milligrams built into it. You got I'm going to butcher these names. Chaga mushroom, the reishi mushroom, the lion's mane, and the cordyceps mushroom. This is actually really good, right? Like I said, it blends it with your coffee, and it's good flavor. It's nice and mild. Like, this is like a medium roast, so it's a medium, but it's good. That is what I have been drinking lately, and I'll probably end up getting more of it because I really enjoy it. All right, let's come back in here and figure this out. Starfish, good morning. And how are you doing? I was just talking about coffee. I am drinking something called mushroom coffee. It's got 4 different types of mushrooms blended into the coffee. And it's really good. You are not what? You are not a mushroom coffee. You're a regular coffee good. Yeah. I have a couple different types of coffee because I love coffee, right? But I started doing this. Here, we'll switch back and you can see it. Right? It's by Bones Coffee, who makes really good coffee. They have a lot of different flavors and styles, and they make some really good stuff. They started getting into mushroom coffee, and I really like it, right? It has 4 different types of mushrooms blended into the coffee, and it's really, really good. Sergeant Halo showed you a brand just this past week. Showed you this brand, coffee or Bones Coffee. Nira, welcome in. We're talking coffee for a minute. Yeah, Bones Coffee does really well, right? I have a couple different brands. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. Oh, Raz, yes, that is another good one. That is just more. That's more of the mushroom based stuff. This is a really good blend between 4 different mushrooms with the coffee. And I have a couple of different brands of coffee over there, right? But that this Bones mushroom one is really good. So, can I help you, Sophie? Just stop and wait. Eat a bean, coffee bean. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's a definite. I need like coffee every day. Rise, yes, yeah, close enough. I knew what you meant. Close enough for just starting your own coffee, right? Stop. Somebody is a little. I don't even know what you're doing. Can I help you? Just sit and wait. Yeah, I mean, eating a coffee bean is pretty good too. There's ones that make like, yes, chocolate covered espresso beans, that kind of stuff. Those are good. But like I said, I have a couple different styles of coffee and a couple different brands. So mostly I do drip coffee in the morning, right? Because it's fast, it's easy. I can just set it and not worry about it. I do have a couple other styles, like I have a French press, there's a percolator, and the siphon coffee maker. Those take a little bit more time, and I tend to do those if it's in the afternoon or whatever, and I have some time for them. You've been told to eat worse, starfish. Yeah. Homeless is homeless this morning. Starfish. You used to manage a coffee shop. Nice. Excellent. There is a few Twitch clips of you eating coffee beans. Nice. I used to have like a bunch of random stuff that I would eat. Coffee beans was never on the list. I would have ate those. But people wanted like hot gummy bears and mealworms, crickets, that kind of stuff. That's what they were making me eat. Coffee shop is a weird way to spell crack house. I mean, they both start with a C. Homeless. They both start with a C. Let's not go there. Yeah, I know. I think I still have the pack of Bean Boozles to do at some point. Right. Brent, you're still hanging in. I appreciate that. Let's work on this while we chit chat. So I want this to be center. If I do it, do I want it? I think we'll try it, right? So the first one is going to be, we have 224, 160, 384, 160, 554. I think if we do it here and do 384, 160, I think that'd be a little bit. Whoops. That is the purchase card. This is it. Is Jeepin feeling better? She's better, but still have a little bit of the sniffles, right? It's hard. It's that time of year. Weather is starting to change. We're about to go into tumbleweed season. And so she works in a big building that has a lot of people in it. And, tends to always have somebody sick near her. So you've been working on the whiteboard. All right. Look at that. This is awesome, right? And yes, if you want to draw, you can join the web whiteboard. Come in here, just keep it in term of service. And yeah, we got our little helper guy saying that he likes money. Our main character here just shooting things away. Some enemies, some portals. Excellent. Oh, you imagine that sucks tumbleweed season. Dusty, yes. It gets very dusty. And if you're not familiar what a tumbleweed is, these are tumbleweeds. It's like a bush, right? So this bush breaks off and the wind just pushes it. Because we're right on the edge of a desert and the plains. We get a lot of them. We get a lot, right? It will pile up in front of places. Are we sabotaging 8-bits? Why are we sabotaging me? Who's sabotaging Erie? Because he's drawing on the whiteboard. What's he drawing? Let's look. All this cool stuff. Oh, the whiteboard? I haven't even drawn on it. Oh, wait. No, I did draw it. I said hi, chat. I put it right here. So the whiteboard is available for everyone to come in and draw. That's the point of it. To have fun with. And look how cool this has become, right? This is a neat drawing. Keeps getting added to. But yeah, this is our like the tumbleweeds. We get them everywhere, like this, right? You have them lining up on fences. They go everywhere. They go down the street. People run them over, you know. But that's it. It's almost tumbleweed season because it gets really windy. So that means dust storms. We will have sandstorms, right? Dust storms. This is kind of what they look like. You'll see sort of almost a little front to it, and it comes across and literally blankets you with sand and dust. You need constant lotion. It's dry here to begin with, but then when it's like sandstorm, dust, tumbleweed season, it gets itchy, right? Your skin dries out real a lot. Yeah. So this is like some of ours here, like this. Right? And literally you could be sitting there and you'll see the edge of it coming towards you. You're like, nope, going inside. Moisturize. Yes. We have like humidifiers that we put up to help keep it so your skin doesn't dry out as much inside. And then, yeah, she's got lots of like moisturizers and that kind of stuff because your skin does. It dries out here. Moisturize you? That would be the last human in Doctor Who. I can't remember her name. Right? She's just a sheet of skin in one of the Doctor Who episodes where it was in season 9, was it? Cassandra, that's it. It was yeah, they were up on a space station or something with it. It was with Rose, I remember that. And it was with Doctor, I think it was number 9, right? No, 8. It was Dr. 8. Can't remember his name. It was before Tennant in Smith. So Tennant was 9. It was number 8. Yep. I gotcha. What did we say? 384. We're going to do times our scale. X. Ecclestone. Ecclestone? Close enough. I know who you mean. That's it. Do I want to do it label Y? I'm going to need label Y later. So center X, label Y. And we're going to name it that way so when we draw the text, we could do, yes. Let's do label Y. Coffee isn't even half done. You'll get there. Shame on you. I know. There's Jeepin'. Let's do half of that. So 160 minus 60 because we want it to go up. So the center was 160, right? Is that the correct number? Click on this. Center is 160. Yes. So the center of this is 160. 384 by 160 is 160 is their center here. We're going to take that and then go up by 60. So it'll be up here. Times our GUI scale Y. Draw set. What? H line. FA center. Hydrate. I can do that. I have some water. I have water and mushroom coffee. Cent. We're going to do the opposite, so vertical align. And this should be, I want FA middle. You're doing okay, just a bit raspy today from the dumb cold. Yeah, I know. But at least it's the end of the week, right? So it's her last day of work, and then she gets to come home and relax for the weekend. We have no plans to go anywhere. No, we don't have anywhere to go. I was trying to remember. I was like, I don't think we're going anywhere. I have stuff to do in the garage. I did manage to get my inner fenders in on the Jeep. So they're all installed. I do have one little bolt still to put into the frame. I had to wait for the tool to arrive, which took a couple extra days apparently because, you know, whatever. But so much for overnight delivery. Draw, set, font. I don't have a font for this. I don't have fonts. We should probably think of fonts. What fonts do I have? Okay, I have made, I have a UI font. To font UI. All right. Yeah, happy Valentine's to everyone. We will be grabbing some food tonight, and then I think just watching a movie, relaxing. I have a few things to try to get done today after stream. And Let's see. No, it's GA plus, right? We have a couple different games today. So I do want to, it's got to verify me. I am a bot. There we go. So today, we have Gaelic football. We have Kerry versus Galway. We have Dublin versus Mahan, and Donegal versus Mayo. No, just these two. That's Donegal versus Mayo's tomorrow. But we have some Gaelic football today. So this is at 16:15 Irish time. What's that? 4:15. So if it's at 4:15 there, it would be 10:15 here. So, no, it's going to start at 9:15, I think. We may not catch this game unless you guys want to see a little bit of it. But we'll watch this game, or at least I will. Then I need to clean up like the bird. And I'm waiting for some stuff to arrive. Right? So busy day as always. Let's do store mode is the same as weapons. I'm going to do it again. No. Is this right? I think, because I also want it the same like that. Yeah. Yeah, the store mode is the same. It's going to be this. And it'll be one or the other. Okay. That should work. So let's draw, set, color. We'll do black for now. Speaking of color, one of the things I want to do is I want to really, I think, start getting used to making games in a particular palette. I don't do that. I'm not very good at that. My stuff's all over, right? And I want to get better at like using palettes for designing the games. Draw next. I need this centered, so center X plus 2. We're going to do our label Y plus 2 and label. And draw, set, color. We're going to switch it back to white. Draw text. Center X underscore label Y and label. All right. Now we're going to return everything to the correct values, right? So anytime I do a lot of drawing stuff, when you're changing like the aligns, the FA center, FA middle, we set it back to where it was. So for this, that was H align, and it was FA left. Now listen here, stop. Don't do that. And then we're going to do one for our vertical align. Draw, set, V, align. And this is FA top, not middle. And then our color is C white. All right. There. What we're going to do is we're going to place it into the room. System store manager. And we'll put that in the room. So now let's run the game, see if we run into any issues, and if not, then we should be good. Come on, OBS. There we are. So the sound is a little weird right now. It's only for when the enemy dies, because I was testing to make sure that worked, and I have to change it out. I don't have a sound yet for it, but I need to come up with one. Like, what happens when the enemy dies? All right. Let's make it a little bigger. Move it in the middle. And let's go to the left, or I mean to the right. So we have, it's real small, but you can see it. It's real. I mean, it looks nice. It's right here. It says weapons. That was what we just made. All right. What is, while we're just messing around and doing stuff, what is everybody's plans for the day? Are you gaming? Are you doing work, chores, whatever you got to do? I do want to spend time doing playing No Man's Sky, because the expedition, I'm still working through that. There's also drops today. So there's new drops for No Man's Sky every day for, I think it was 5 days. You're just playing one of your childhood games. You're too tired for anything else. Excellent. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes those are the best games, right? All right. So that turned out well, I think. I think it looks good here. Could be a little bigger, but it looks okay. Starfish, caffeine, excellent. Clean your aquarium, true. Your beta is in the hospital tank. Uh-oh. Why is the beta in the hospital tank? So you're waiting for filters to come in. She's done with treatment. Chores probably, yeah, not much. Normal Saturday stuff, except for the beta fish in the hospital tank. I like having a fish, right? I think they're cool. They are a lot of work. Or they can be. How's that? What else? All right, so right now we have this showing here, right? We're gonna buy that, and it still shows, which is good. I think I may want it so that it says weapon on each one. Right? Weapons. Weapon, weapon, weapon. Then when it switches over to item, all right? So we have 27 essence left. We're going to use buy a frying pan. It registers now that we have not enough money or currency, I should say, for this, right? To buy the next one, so they turn black and you can't buy them. And these are red. So we're good there. Yeah, I think each one of these, maybe saying weapon, might be nice, but I'll leave it this way for now. And then you can start, and you start with all the different weapons. And it should flip back to being available once you have the correct currency amount again. Right? And we have a skill. So we can do that. Let's go up. Yep, and these are available again. So we're good. I have yet to make it so the enemies don't pile up on each other. I'll do that. I'm not worried about that right now. Perfect. All right, so that's working pretty good. Starfish, back in December, you treated her for fin rot, but it wasn't growing back. Okay. Your water is stable, so you don't know. But when you look closer, she had an infection in her gill. Poor little thing. So you bought different medicine, and it seems she has perked up quite a bit and everything. So you're happy. That's excellent. Thought you'd leave her in the small tank. Actually, to give her some time to be stable. Nice. Her gill was pushed out red and white. Yeah. Yes. Well, yeah, and beta fish are tough, right? All fish are. It's hard to know exactly what's going on with them. And they may have more than one thing, too, so that makes it even more difficult. I like beta fish. If you don't know what a beta fish is, they look like this, right? They can be real colorful. They flare up. They look really cool. They are a bit aggressive, so you generally... There's about like 20 other types of little fish you can put them with, or you just put them with a bigger one that hopefully won't eat them. You never had this issue with other betas. This is your first girl. She's got a huge personality. You've had males before. One, I don't know how you tell. It's probably in the coloring, right? Coloring the shit, like the style, like the shapes of their fins or something. How you tell a male and a female. But I like them. They're all cool. The females have smaller fins. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's cool stuff. Definitely hard to keep, keep. The males are the fancy one. Got it. I got it. So, what do we want to do now? Well, we have it. So, look up a female beta. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, female fins are definitely smaller. Here's one that shows both, right? Like a male is fins are everywhere, and the female. Yep. They can still be pretty nice, right? They can still be nice looking. You've had 1 beta, 4 guppies, 3 auto. Is auto a fish? Auto fish. Oh, these guys. These are neat. Cichlid, nice. These guys. Yep. These are cool. And you have snails. Nice. Zebra jailfish, yeah. Yeah, fish are cool. I've always wanted like a saltwater tank. And what I want, like I would love like a little tiny octopus in it. That's what I want. That's a lot of work though. A lot of work, right? Deep in what? What? Starfish, you would love a saltwater tank, but yeah, the money and the time. Octopus, yes, they are fascinating. I know, right? I think that would be cool. If you get a fish tank, you can take care of it. I know. We're like, no. It's a lot of work. Lot of work, especially saltwater, everything else. I don't want to deal with that though. I don't want to deal with it. This is your, yeah, because I've had fish tanks, right? And they're just so much work. I'm not really interested. While nice, they're, I don't want it. We have enough. Right, we have 2 pets, a bird who is playing with her toys right now, who wanted up early because she wanted food, and we have a dog. So most of the work is learning about it. It could be, but I mean, like. Like an octopus, while amazing, absolutely amazing, would be super tough to take care of, I think. Right? And you have to think about all the different types that there are. You got to worry about trying to make sure, it's fed, the water. Yeah. Some of these are really, really good. And they are super smart, and they will escape. They know they can get out. They will. Yes. So, there's that. Right? Oh, right. So, this worked well. Anyway, sorry for getting me off track. It's not a problem. Not a problem. Sometimes we're on track. Sometimes we're off track. The stuff that sidetracks me, I think, the most is when I'm like doing stuff a particular way, and then we swap how we're coding. That messes me up because then it's not my code, and I get lost real easy. Right, Sophie? I know. Plus, I like talking. That's partly why the stream is here, right? It's not so much for me doing the work because I do most of this off stream anyways. It's for us hanging out and chatting. And for Sophie to say hi to people. I see you. Everybody sees you. You're on camera. You're right here. Watch your head. Right. So, what do we feel we need to try to work on now? We have player items, right? We only have the 5. We have the bomb, the grenade, the taco, and the jello shot, and the turret. I think our next part, I have a lot. I'm trying to figure it out. All right. What do we want to do? Let's make it so that maybe the skill button shows up, right? So the skill button doesn't look like anything right now. It just kind of has like this kind of look to it. Yeah. We're going to do that, right? Inside skill tree. Nope. Object skill tree. And I need object button. Object. How about skill button? This one. Okay. Where do we want this? Now, this shows up when you are available for an upgrade, right? So when you hit the next level, this is showing up. But I think what I want is I think I want it permanently here. So maybe the easiest way is we're just going to take the button. We're going to give it a look. Right. And let's just put it in here. And we're going to put it like right there for now. Right? So let's see if that shows up okay. It's on my list to start to try to figure out sounds and that kind of stuff. I think once I make it so the enemies can't bunch up together, I may make it so that your first round is going to be a smaller number, right? Okay, what just happened? Let's not do that. Maybe it doesn't like that. So we have, this is our next round button. I do want the skill button. I think an easy way, whoops, let's close the purchase card. Let me close some of this stuff. Store, player items. We're okay right now. We can close that. Parent enemy, we don't need that. Enemy helper. Player weapons, we can close that. Yeah. How do I want this? All right, so let's think of logistics stuff here. Let's close Octopus here. We'll keep that open. We have lots of stuff going on there. We'll draw stuff right here. All right, let's say this is our room, right? Now, border styles. Make it a little thicker here. Let's do red. There. That is our room. When we come into the room, you're seeing your little dude over here, right? And then you're going to see your panels. And we have 3 panels. So we'll do like 1 panel there. We'll do another one there. All right. So now we have our 3 panels, right? And then on one of the panels, it says as weapons, right? So it types it right there. We also have a button here. right? So that says next round. Oops. Right? I think we should make it so you see here is our currency, right? So that's our currency. What if we made another button here? And called it like that's our skill tree button, right? So in between, it'll go like right between these things, right? Like that. But right now, I also still have a symbol that's here, right? So right here, that is showing how many enemies are left, and we don't need that on here. So that is going to get taken out, right? So we don't need that. What I think we still need is... I don't know. Right? These are going to be your weapons or your items, and they will flip it once you're done. We have our next round. We have our skill tree. What about... Oh, what if we did something like this? What if we had... maybe here. What if we put a mini map in here? And you only see it when you are here, right? And what if we had your stats? Right? So if we had like your current HP, your current level, and I mean, that might work, right? There should be a way for you to identify what weapons you currently have. Or, and the same thing, what item do you have? I don't know. Right? This guy is over here talking. What if he's not so big? And he sits to a smaller corner, right? Like, what if he's down here? Inside here. Helper. Right? I see the notification ads are going to go off in about, I don't know, a minute. When they do, I'm probably going to take a beer right back. I do need some more coffee. All right, so if we have the guy down here, right? So that's our little guy. There. So we have our little helper guy, right? here, what if we made this show current layout, right? It could either, it'll show weapon, like 1, weapon 2, weapon 3, weapon 4, right? Then we'll also have your item. What do we think? I think it's a lot of stuff, but I think that'll help. And there is the ad break. Like I said, I'm going to take a quick be right back, grab some more coffee. Now's a good time to get up and stretch, do what you need to, and I will see you all shortly. Hang tight. All right. I am back. So, we're off a little bit on time. I was looking here. Look. I was looking at this, right? It's now been updated. So programs time start at like 4:15 Irish time. So, and for Ireland, right? But the game doesn't start until 5. So we're about gotta do time math. Time math, people. We have, if it starts at 5, that means 10 o'clock here. So if it's starting at 4:15 there, it's going to be 9:15 here for the start of the chatting, right? The start of the program. Mathing is tough. It is. Kalmar, I am not good with it. So in about 10 minutes is when the program starts, but I still have till 10 o'clock when the game actually starts. It is one of the sports that I enjoy really watching, right? I like both Gaelic football and I like hurling, not to be confused with curling. The one with the H, hurling. Can I help you? Right. So I have some time. All right. Let's go back to that. We have a little bit. All right. So we were trying. Well, we were talking about design layout, right? Oh, that's why I was on here. All right, we don't need this. Don't need that. Here we are. This is kind of my plan for the menu page, right? You try to watch what you eat so you don't get into hurling. Yes. That is the other hurling I am not a fan of. You don't want that type of hurling. What you want is this. Maybe as soon as it comes up. This one, right? So this is the bat, the hurl stick that they use. It's kind of like lacrosse, but not lacrosse. It's also like baseball and a couple other sports, right? So you can get hit pretty hard here. That's why they wear helmets. But it's a solid stick, right? A little wider at the end, so it's like a baseball golf club at the same time. So this is a fun one, but Gaelic football is the one that's on today. No hurling. We have next weekend is Gaelic football, and then on the weekend of the 21st, I should say, is the hurling matches. They alternate. A lot of them use the same fields. But this is kind of now, I think, the direction I want to take. This is the direction I want to take the web whiteboard. What did I just say? No, that was wrong. This is not. Let's reverse that. I said, I don't even know what I just said. This is the direction I want to take the room menu. Yes, not the web whiteboard. I was looking at the title of the page, and I was like, oh yeah, it's the web whiteboard. It's not. We want the room store, like our menu room, to look like this, right? We're gonna have our panels. This is where we're gonna have our skill stuff going to be in, right? Right here. So we'll have weapons and our item here, right? And it'll be the same thing for this one and for that one. Intoler, welcome in. Yay, full week. Oh, look at that. Stream streak of 7. That's pretty good. How's your week been? Decent at best. Okay. I mean, decent is okay, right? It could be a lot worse. It could literally be worse. I think you're okay. Right? We've been talking about all kinds of stuff today. We've been talking about different video games that people have been playing. We've been talking about Gaelic football and hurling, and the type of hurling you don't want to do. So there's hurling you do and hurling you don't. So we've been talking about that and looking at the web whiteboard, right? Because we got super cool drawings going on. And we also have what we're talking about for our menu. You are just full addict mode playing World of Warcraft. Excellent. I have WoW. I don't play it much. I need to play it more, but I have it, right? I also have like Guild Wars 2. I just have 1,000 different games, not really, a couple hundred, right? That are just, I bounce around too much. That's the problem. I bounce around too much. This past week, I've been playing No Man's Sky because of the new expedition that came out. And I'm playing Cult of the Lamb. I've also been playing Mr. Farm Boy. It's a game designed by Mr. D-Boy. So I've been doing that. Because that's a fun, relaxing game, right? So I've been doing that. This weekend, I am not going anywhere. I do have a little bit of some stuff to get done today. But I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to spend more dev time this weekend. Because I didn't get much done during the week. So we'll see. But this is what we're going to be taking, right? So that's going to be our new design for our menu. And this is currently the way it looks. So we're slowly getting there. Taller, you're aiming for top 100 on 2 tanks. All right. So you have 2 different tanks, right? And both of them are you're trying to get into top 100. That's impressive. I don't even bother much like with the rating in arenas and that kind of stuff. I like doing it. It's just after a while, the grind of it just gets to me. Your druid rank is 106 or 189, and your pally's 1245. Nice. It's just a dungeon grind, yeah. I mean, like, I like doing this stuff. I just don't like continually doing it over and over and over. So. All right. I think what we did earlier in stream is we made it so it says weapon here. We're going to make it so that it says weapon on all 3 of them, I think. I think so. I think that's what we need to get done. That's where your autism gets dopamine. Excellent. Yeah. I mean, it's there just for that stuff, right? So you're doing good. Maybe. I'd also like to get it so that the skill, let's get the skill button up. So object, skill tree button, right? I think we need to say what here. We have our debug. This is if hovered. I want to put in somewhere that if we're in room store, it always shows up. And I think we'll do that up here, right? I think so. Let's do it here. So we're going to say if room is equal to room store, right? And whoops. Then we're going to make it so it shows up here. I think that'd be all right. In the meantime, though, distracted here. Let's do none there. Let's add Flying Kale. Welcome in. Hope you are all well. Getting your stream streak and playing some Fortnite. Excellent. What's new in the world of Fortnite? And, Flanko, what type of games do you like to play in Fortnite? Because Fortnite has like 1,000 different games in it. Button. No. I want this to be GUI with equal GUI with 0 build mostly. Nice. All right. Are you a crown collector? Or do you play just for the fun of it? Or both? Oops. GUI height. Now we'll say our button X equals this. I don't think I need to do that, right? No. Why am I? If I say button X equals GUI / width underscore width, right? And then we're going to do divided by 2. That seems, I think I'm being redundant. It just occurred to me, I don't think I need to do this. if I just say GUI height right here instead, I think that'll cut that out. And this is where my coding skills are growing a little bit, right? I write things out long ways to do it. Then I figure out a better way to do it. But sometimes I have to write it first for me to have it. And if it works, then I go and do it, right? Mostly you just changed your name to maybe start streaming this account. Excellent. Wait, you just changed your name. So Flank Hill is the new name, or you're changing your name? And I think streaming would be great. I encourage everybody to try it. Oh, it's Gibbon. Okay. I was like, I thought, all right. I didn't realize you were the same person. Excellent. Okay, so Gibbon, you changed your name to Flank Hill. And you're going to start to stream from your account, and you want to stream Fortnite, correct? That's it. I remember Flank Hill as being somebody that played with Fortnite with Jeepin occasionally, right? So now you matched your Twitch name to your Fortnite name. That's excellent. Okay, let's make this look a little better. We're going to get rid of this. We don't need to say that. We can say GUI width right here. And we can say, oops, button Y equals GUI height here divided by, no, this is minus, so 60 GUI height minus 180. I want it from the top, or I want it up. So we're going to say minus that. And this can go away. There. So now we need the skill button, right? Skill button here, and we'll just place it there. All right, let's run it and see what we kind of run into as our problems. Anyways, Gavin, and I'll remember from now on, you're the same person. I don't play Fortnite much anymore. I also, when I do, I tend to do it in solo, zero build. I'm not a builder. I'm just not very good with it, right? I don't mind it. It's just not quick with it. I prefer being able to just find people and take them out. I don't need somebody to build a city in a matter of a minute, right? So, all right, let's go here. All right, this is showing up not where I need it. We are going to take this and we're going to move it over here. So we're getting there. We're getting there. If we said our GUI width, right? So when we highlight the macro, we can say it's just display get GUI width divided by 2. But we want it to go to the right. Let's do it again. All right, and then our portal will show up. We'll go here. It didn't move very much. It needs to be like way over there, like over there. So our room, we currently having it show up here. But what's that about? 300, 300. If we get it and we want it like over here, it's like 460 by 300. So all right, let's try that, right? That should work. Maybe. I didn't move it. So that is not correct. All right, what if we just said, if we moved it and just said R 460 by 300? Let's do 460 by 300. Right? If we just said 460 by 300. I didn't hear that one. Did it bark? Before you go, you wanted to give a treat. Appreciate. No, not yet, huh? That's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that one. Delayed, I guess. All right, but Sophie treat. Yep, you gotta sit. Here, let's turn the camera so you can be on camera a little more. There you are. She's a good girl. Yeah, I don't know why that one didn't play. It should. Let me run it and see. That one did. That's what it's supposed to do. Give her all the love from you. I will. Happy Valentine's to you, Starfish. And I hope you have a great day. And yes, absolutely. Sophie loves all her food and stuff. So thank you for that. And Hamster, welcome in. How you doing today? You have anything fun and exciting planned for Saturday? All right. We need to come in here. It's not moving. Why? Why? So 60, is that probably what's messing it up? Well, what's good? Well, messing around a little bit in the game, right? Trying to get the menu to show up a little better. And trying to get this to be over here, but I think we're going to try. I think I have this wrong. So let's close the game. Let's look back here. I think I need it in both places, right? So if you're in room store, it should only show up in its one particular spot. Hamster, yeah, you wife are taking a hotel 45 minutes from home. Excellent. Your dinner theater movie. Excellent. Ontario Mills Mall browsing, and in the morning breakfast and hitting a used bookstore. That sounds excellent. We're not going anywhere for it, but we are going to we're getting some dinner, right? And we're not going anywhere for dinner. We're going to order, like, have dinner here. We're going to watch a movie here, that kind of stuff. She's currently working for the day. Kids, no. She has kids that are older. They live out east somewhere, and we don't have any kids. Still showing up here. Yeah, she's working, I don't know, till about 5, maybe about 5-ish. So and then she gets home, and it's usually pretty exhausted from working all day. Yep. Oh, right. Why are we not working? Is this not working the way I think it is? Like, it shows up, but my coordinates are wrong. Let's delete that for now, right? If the room equals room store, I want the button to show up here. Now, maybe I need that not in the step event. Maybe it needs to be more up top. Maybe I should try it in the create event. Go here, and we'll get rid of the enemies. I got about 25 of them left. You find it so bizarre that people will just find strangers on Twitch to gift a sub to who has never once visited a channel. True. Twitch is weird. Right? There's a lot of weird Twitch things with gifting subs and doing all kinds of stuff. I don't always understand what their game is. All right, so now it's showing up here. Okay, so let me guess. You got a gifted sub, right? To somebody else's channel that you probably have never been to, right? I get those. But right. So what happens is it's not the person giving you the sub. Normally, I mean it can be, but they have to specifically type your name in, right? Normally what happens is Twitch will, if you just do like gift a sub random, like to anybody, it will review the person's followers first and determine, oh, they've already received a lot of gifted subs to those followers. Then it will reach out and pick somebody random on Twitch to help grow that person, right? They're like, oh, we'll give it to somebody that's not part of your follow list, and maybe they'll come to it. So it's not the person doing it, it's Twitch, right? Let's say Hamster, let's say, I don't know, I went to your channel and I chose to gift a random sub, right? And the algorithm will sometimes gift to somebody that is not your follower. So, I don't know, let's say it randomly gifted one to Homeless, which I will do that in a moment here, Homeless. But if it will randomly do that because they're like, oh, this person somewhat has the same interests, here's a random sub to somebody that's not one of your subs, and hopefully you'll get a new follow out of it. It's a weird Twitch algorithm. Right. So it's not always like I could go in there and be like, I can specify, oh, give a gifted sub to like Homeless. Or I just say random and then it's up to Twitch where it goes. Come here, so you want a treat? I know. You gotta sit. Oh yeah, Homeless. This is Homeless meat. That's why I was using him as an example. No, Homeless person does not need a sub. Homeless meat. Right. Yeah. So, that's why, right? So like, it's a random algorithm that Twitch occasionally does. Like occasionally they'll be like, oh, here is a sub to somebody that's not part of your channel. And it helps to try to bring in new people into your channel. It's a weird Twitch algorithm. Yeah, because occasionally, like, I get them and I'll be like, I don't even know who that person is, but I'll get a sub to them. And it's because the person, somebody on their channel gifted a random, like a sub to somebody, a randomized, and it chose to go outside of that person's followers or subbers. And now they have somebody new, you know. And one, it makes you go check out that person. And then two, they're like, maybe you'll get a follow out of it. That's it. What the hell's going on here? It's yeah, it's an interesting, weird scenario, right? All right, why is it being weird? What's wrong, GameMaker? GameMaker is being weird. Come on. It occasionally does this. Not often. It occasionally just goes to a crawl when trying to do something. All right, seeing like it's showing up now, sort of. I think I'm gonna have to stop it and restart it. So I can commit here. Let's do... All right, we're going to do another save. All right, so now I got the same button. We're going to drop out of the project. We're going to go back into the project. Actually, we're going to close it all the way down. Then we're going to go back into it. And you can, while it's there, you get to see the music panel. So I'm currently playing Heartbound as my music. All right, there we go. We're back. Okay. Now I just need OBS to switch back over because I don't know what it's doing here. That's not GameMaker. That's GameMaker. Yes. Okay. We're gonna take a look here real quick. All right. I don't know why it does that. It's just weird. And let me see if I don't think a delivery has arrived yet. Oh, arriving today and arriving today. Okay. Nothing has arrived yet. But we have our grid working. We're starting to figure out more of what we're doing for our menu room. And it's always bright. But this is it, right? And we also have a whole bunch of drawings that everybody did. But I think this is the direction I want to go with the menu, right? I want to get the skill tree button to show up here. And I want different parts to the layout, right? I think what I want is I want to specify where this is going to go. I feel like I need to sneeze. Yep, I had to sneeze. So, skill tree button, right? This is not correct. It's not. I want like skill tree button. Yeah, I want it here, but for some reason it's still showing up over here. So the question is why? I think I'm on the right track. But I need to get it so that it sees this a little different. Right? If the room is room store, then the button should be at, I want it at 460, 300. And I wonder if all right, I have it here. Do I need it in both places? Is that the problem? If I don't know what, do I need it in both places? It shouldn't have to be in both places, right? So when this is created, right, it comes through here, goes to the create event. It comes here. But then why would it need to be over here? All right. So now it still doesn't work. Okay. Why? It's probably not working because it's farting. That's probably true. All right, where are we at? All right, so let's look at our time slot here. The game is going to be starting here in about 10 minutes. Yes. So 10 minutes. That is why, homeless. That is why. It was farting and the button's not working because of it. Yes. Let me start something here for a minute and check something out. All right. It's just a green screen. So, what do I want to do? I think we're going to stop. I'm going to get ready to watch the Gaelic football game. Maybe eat something for breakfast. I can't do some of the other stuff until the item arrives. So I got to wait for that package. And I got to clean up. Yeah, I got to clean your cage today too. And while watching the Gaelic football game, I can work on this and try to get my skill tree button added to the store here. I'd like to get some other panels put in. Not this. This. Can I help you? Arwen. I'd like to get it so the menu starts to look like this, right? We're going to make the helper a little bit smaller. I get my buttons separated here. We have our 3 panels already. I want to get this panel put in, and it's going to have your current weapon layout. And we have our currency already up there. I need to work on a mini map and stats up here. And I think that'll round out the menu nicely. So over the next, I don't know, couple weeks, that's kind of our goal here, is to work on some of that. Along with making it so that once you choose your weapon, it will switch and show you the item to pick. Yeah. But as it's getting close to 10, I think it's time. So let's just see who's out there today. And then I can get my day started. Right? All right, we're going to go visit Flames and check in and see what he's working on. There we are. All right. I appreciate everyone for being here. Thanks for hanging out. We are going to go visit Flames. And then I can get a couple things done. So start the Gaelic football game, clean out the bird, and then I'm going to come here while the game is going on and continue working on my stuff. But I only like to stream for a couple hours and then try to get it moved over into the rest of my day. I will see everybody tomorrow morning. Same digital time, same digital place, and we'll figure out where I'm at by the end of today and hopefully get a couple things accomplished tomorrow morning. All right, folks, let's go say hi to Flames, and I will see you all later. Have a good one. Bye.